Let me ask you something. Have you ever had an LLC before? Maybe you started 8 years ago and you never used it. Maybe it's sitting there right now, inactive, behind on its filings, collecting dust somewhere in a Secretary of State database. You probably think of it as a failure. Maybe you're even a little bit embarrassed by it. Well, what if I told you that you might be sitting on hidden treasure? Because one of our clients had an LLC exactly like that, dead in the water, behind on its filings, completely forgotten. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we reactivated that entity for less than a couple $100 and funded it to the tune of $245,000 in no-doc funding in under 60 days, an $80K no-doc business line of credit, and $165,000 at 0% interest. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to check if your old LLC is worth reviving, what it would cost, and your 3 options if the math doesn't work out. And we're going to show you the exact 60-day sequence we ran step by step for this client. But first, let me show you why nobody, and I mean nobody, would have that on this file. Here's where he started. He had a 660 TransUnion score dragged down by a collection from Wells Fargo, sitting only on that bureau. His Equifax was a 735 strongest score. Experian was 715. So call it about a 680 average. He was carrying 40% utilization, and that's about 16K on 40K in credit limits. And his one clean lever was that he had 70K W-2 income. And one more thing, he also had an old LLC that he'd left for dead. He hadn't touched it in about 2 years, hadn't paid the state, and as far as he was concerned, it didn't even exist anymore. 60 days later, that same man had $245,000 in funding. Again, 165K was 0%, and 80K was a no-doc business line of credit. And we did all of this in under 60 days. And I want to be crystal clear about something before we go even a step further. That wasn't luck. It was the sequence. It was strategy. In this video, I'm going to give you the entire strategy, what it cost, the exact timeline, step by step. Welcome back to the Credit with Colin channel, where we talk about how to leverage your credit to acquire maximum business funding. I'm an 8-year United States Marine Corps veteran who runs a funding company with 25 plus employees. We funded $115 million to date over the last 6 years, and we funded $5 million last month in July. Links to work with my team to get access to 100K plus in funding or fix your credit are in the pinned comment, as well as the link to join my school community, where you get a personalized funding plan, and my team will scrub hard inquiries on all 3 bureaus, completely done for you. As always, guys, about to drop a lot of game. Be sure to like and subscribe. Also, drop a comment below, even if it's just an emoji, so we can get this valuable information in the hands that it deserves. Let's get into it. So clients come to us every single week wanting business lines of credits. And before we talk about anything else, we ask every single one of them the exact question I opened this video with. Have you ever had an LLC? Not do you have one, but have you ever had an LLC? Because the business you started in 2019 that didn't work out, the entity you and your friend filed but never used, the side hustle you planned on doing, but there's no annual report payments on there, hold that answer because it might be worth multiple 6 figures. Here's why that question matters so much. A business line of credit is the prize. It's revolving, it's cheap, and you only pay interest on what you draw. But there's a gate almost nobody tells you about up front. For a real business line of credit, banks typically want to see at least a 2-year-old entity. 2 years. So your 3-month-old LLC is not going to get a meaningful BLOF. And I don't care what the ads told you, and that 2-year gate is exactly why your old entity matters so much. Because Dormant is not dead. You look at that old LLC and you probably see a failure. But the banks look at it and they see the original filing date, the age, and they will lend more to it. Now, in most states, you can pay the back fees, file the reinstatement, and that entity comes back to life with the original formation date fully intact. Now it's an aged entity, which means the 2-year gate for business lines of credit, some of you are already through it and you don't even know it yet. Now, before you run off to your Secretary of State website, let's do the math, because reviving is not always the right answer. You got 3 different paths. Path number 1 is, yes, you can revive your dormant LLC. You'll pay every missed year's annual fees and typically a reinstatement filing. And if it's only been dormant a year or 2, it's pretty cheap. It could be a couple $100 or even less. But if you're looking at a 10, 15, or even 20-year-old entity in a state with heavy fees, those missed years can stack to multi-5 figures. You could even be paying $5,000 plus. Now, at that price, the math changes. Path 2 is by a shelf corporation. That is an aged entity that somebody formed, they left on the shelf, and they typically run about $1,300 to $1,800 when you buy it from somebody who's not a guru or scammer. Now, I'm going to be straight with you. It's a gray area. Banks have gotten sharper about it, and it's an option. It's typically not default. You're going to want to get it in either Delaware, Wyoming, New Mexico, Colorado, or Montana. And the reason being is those states don't report the original owner, so you will be seen as the original owner. Or option number 3 is you start a brand new LLC and you just do a 0% stack, no B-locks in round 1 because you don't have the age. You stack cards, you season the entity, and a line of credit comes in later. Now, the rule of thumb, revive if it's cheap, shelf corp only if reviving is expensive and you absolutely want B-locks. So which path was our client? He was path 1. His entity had only been dormant for about 2 years and he was in Florida. Total cost was less than $400, which is much cheaper than buying a $1,300 to $1,800 shelf corporation. And that was one of the best money he had ever spent. And here's the part that separates this from every other funding story you've probably heard. While that paperwork was processing with the state, we never just sit around and wait. We are always staying proactive, like they taught me in the military. And we went to work optimizing everything we possibly could, full assault to get this guy prepped for funding. So weeks 1 and 2, 2 work streams running at the same time. The state was processing his reinstatement and my team was processing his credit. We do credit optimization. We disputed that Wells Fargo collection and it came off in 5 days. 5 days. And this took his TransUnion from 660 back into the 700s. We also scrubbed his hard inquiries on all 3 bureaus in under 2 weeks. And now with that collection gone, the inquiries gone, all 3 bureaus were sitting around a 730. In just 2 weeks, this entire complexion of this file had changed. Now that his scores were improved and they were sitting around a 730, 740, we pulled another lever that he had. He had W-2 income of about $70,000 from his job. We got him a light stream personal loan for $35,000. And we did 2 things with this. Number 1, we paid $16K of his credit card debt, all of it off, right? And this then next month reported and boosted his score into the 780s, right? What we did with the rest of the funds, which was about $20,000, he deposited $10K of it in Chase. He deposited some money in Bank of America, PNC, Wells Fargo, all the banks that we mapped out for his funding sequence. So never just sit around and wait. You always want to be proactive. What could I be doing now to put myself in a better position? Throughout that 45 days, we were hooking and jabbing, we were shooting it, we were getting it done, right? And that is what enabled this client to be so successful. He opened business checking accounts. He even built business credit. We got NAV Prime, Incredible, all of that built out so that when the time was right and it was time to strike the banks, everything was built out. Utilization low, inquiries removed, his entity was active, and he had business credit built, and he had checking accounts with cash seasoned, ready for prime business funding. So when everything was finally in place and his scores updated with the utilization, pay downs, inquiries removed, etc., he was sitting at a 780. And this is all in about 45 days. Now, with that 2-year entity, keep in mind, you want to build business credit if you're going for B-locks. TD Bank, specifically, at the time, offered a no-doc business line of credit below 100 grand, but you had to have an SBSS score of 205 plus. Because we built him those 4 business trade lines, a net 30, NAV Prime, and Incredible, his SBSS was sitting at a 212. We were approved with an online application, Experian poll, for an $80,000 no-doc business line of credit on this dormant entity, and then we went on to do a 0% stack. He was approved for Chase for about $63,000, and remember, he funded the checking account with $10K, let it sit in there for a week, and that's what it got on 2 cards. Elan Financial approved him on 3 cards for a total of $38K, 0% for 18 months. Bank of America, $18K on 3 cards. PNC, $18K on 1 card. Truist, $14K on 1 card. And Wells Fargo, $12K on 1 card. American Express, unfortunately, he had no prior relationship. He was only approved for $2,000. I always recommend you open an American Express personal card, season it for 60 days, triple the credit line, then go for American Express. This client didn't want to do it. Even with a 780, he got shot down for just $2K. Total, he got $245,000 and $500. And $165K of that was 0%. $80K was a business line of credit. We did all of this in under 60 days off of a dormant LLC, originally starting with a 660 on TransUnion. So here's what I want you to actually take from this, because it's not this guy got lucky, right? Most of you watching this are 30 to 60 days away from life-changing funding. Not years, not days. This guy did not walk in with a 750. He walked in with a collection, 40% utilization, a lot of inquiries, a dead entity, and every piece of that was fixable, and it all got fixed in under 2 months and in the right order. Now, let me be honest with you, because that's what this channel is all about. If your report has multiple derogatories, like 3+, bunch of charge-offs, repos, collections, you're not going to be able to fix that overnight. It's probably going to take months, if not a year of credit repair. But anybody who just has 1 or 2 collections and they're small and they're medical debts or Verizon phone bill, etc., you might be able to get this fixed up in under 2 months, and you might be able to repeat this as well. So here's your homework, and it takes 2 minutes. Go to your Secretary of State website and look up your old LLC if it's dormant. Find out what reinstatement costs before you spend $1 on anything else, and you might be sitting on a gold mine just like this client was. and pull your credit reports, join the school community, send me your credit report. I will personally make you a video giving you a funding plan, telling you the exact banks in your area, telling you how to optimize your credit profile and get 100K plus in funding. Link is in a pinned comment. As always, guys, links to work with the team to get 100K plus in funding or get your credit fixed or join the school community, scrub your hard inquiries, get a personalized funding plan are in the pinned comment below. Show your boys some love and support. Drop a like, drop a comment, even if it's just an emoji. Ask me any question. I personally answer each and every single one of them. Don't be a mouth breather. Subscribe to the channel. We're dropping a lot of value. We've got more sauce coming out soon. As always, guys, credit with Colin. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.